up, everybody? I'm Sal Klein. This is Reggie Steele. And welcome to Spitballin. Spitballin.
What's up, everybody? Welcome. My name is Sal Kalani, and this is Register.
And this is Spitballing.
You already wore the perp.
I wore the perp recently?
Yeah, didn't I call you like Grimace or something?
Dude, that's like 2 years ago.
That
That legitimately was like 2 or 3 years ago. Think about going with no hat today, dude.
Woo, there's a shine. Let it shine on me. Let it shine
Like
on
I'm
me.
trying to be okay with my head. I don't like
Yeah,
how
it's just a big one. That's all.
it's a big one. It's not huge actually. I think it fits my body, right? But we'll see.
I got
We'll
the
see how long it
cowboy
goes.
hat. My buddy Matt gave me this. He went to Nashville and brought this back. I look very
Is this
country with this hat.
is this your buddy that I know as well, Matt
No, not
Morales?
not
Okay.
Morales.
Okay.
He
I
don't
was gonna
give
say
me
you
yeah, he
can't
don't give
claim
yeah.
both of our friend.
No,
Just
yeah, he don't
okay.
give me no gifts.
Okay. That's cool.
No, he gave
Um,
me a couch last time.
I
So
like it though. Cowboy hat is
yeah.
it was it is it what is it called? Pre-distressed?
Yeah, I
Is it?
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like
And
it looks like it's
ironic. It's
all
a little annoying because sometimes there's some of this fucking fabric hangs down. And I'm like, what's in my fucking,
yeah, but
what's in my,
dude,
that's how they do that.
that's what the Cowboys deal with. So
Speaking
um
of Cowboys, I wanted a Cowboys son to be on the podcast. I'm going to try and get him next week that I met in Nebraska. So that'll be kind of cool. My
oh, a
background,
Cowboy
dope.
son. Okay. Say it again.
My
Oh yeah,
background. Look at
yeah, it
that.
is. So you took that yourself? Where was that at?
Yeah, that's Scottsdale, Arizona.
AZ.
Yeah, and there was
I
a
can feel the
spot.
heat in that picture.
Yeah, it's a dope club, man. I worked there they headlined me three times in like a year. It was fucking awesome. It was like this
Wow.
it was like it was like maybe 13, 14 months, but it was this small club too. It held like 80 to 100,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it was good because the guy, he was from New York or something. He wanted it to be like a New York club, so the ceilings were low, the crowd was on
Mm.
top of you. So it didn't matter, bro. It'd be like 40 people, you still crush it. It feels amazing,
Oh yeah, the energy, right? The
Yeah, so
energy
that's like I was
is
like,
yeah.
I'll go back. And like I had to get my own, he wouldn't put you up, but he'd pay you cash and you'd use whatever to get your own spot or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was so worth it because the room was good. You know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
I was like, people don't understand like comedy. Yeah, you want to get paid. What do you want this? But the number one thing is if it's a good crowded room, if
Oh
it's a good
yeah. Yeah.
room.
You can almost deal with anything else as long as you got a good audience,
Yeah,
right?
and
A
and,
good
and, and yeah,
appreciative.
and also like not just an audience, but a room. Like the room really matters, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're talking about structurally the room.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
like it increases the odds of not having a bad room, a
Right.
bad crowd. You know
Yeah.
what I
I mean,
mean?
come on, dude. The low ceilings and
Yeah,
and
low
the audience
ceilings
right
is
there.
very important,
Yeah.
and like
And close proximity to the crowd because there's nothing worse. Like I've done stadiums, right? Or arenas
stadium.
or well, not a stadium, but I'm
Yeah,
thinking about
pull
like
it back,
well,
Reggie Gillis.
no. I did a show in San Jose for some religious for religious jubilee thing, and it was like 10,000 people. It was crazy. But the stage was super high, the people were super low, and between the stage and the people there was this big gap. So then you had the people over here, I'm way over here, like I'm
There's
this
no
little
connect.
there's no connect. And it was just like, oh, it sucks. Like I've done the Masonic. The Masonic is pretty big, but that stage, it's a huge stage for one. And then you're
We
right in the
both
middle.
done the Wells Fargo. What I
Wells
didn't
Fargo is
like,
different though. Wells Fargo is great because it's smaller. Like it's almost like an amphitheater.
it's like 2,500 though.
Yeah, but 2,500, that ain't nothing. I'm
Well,
talking
what's
about
weird
five,
about that is
seven
just the
thousand.
spotlight on you.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the bigger venues where it's
So
wide
wait, what other
open.
than besides this church where you perform for Trump supporters, what was the other place you did?
I've done the Wells Fargo Center for the Arts.
We
I've
just
done
said
the
that doesn't count. It's because I did it. So go
okay,
on.
okay.
What
So
else you
I've
got?
done the Masonic. I've
What
done
else
the
you
San
got?
Francisco
Stadium
Masonic.
tour.
Hold up. I did the Masonic, the San
What's the
Francisco Masonic.
Masonic? Oh, that's not a stadium.
No, not a stadium. I'm just
That's
talking about a big
small, man. That's smaller than the fucking that's like a 700 one.
the San Francisco Masonic
Yeah.
up on California Street. That is not 700. That's more like 7,000 or 10,000 or more. I did that with Sebastian Maniscalco. It was not 700. I did that one with Chris D'Elia. It was not 700. Believe that.
Now you're bragging about Chris
No, I'm
D'Elia.
just saying it
Your
was big.
friends are
I've done
D'Elia,
the
huh?
yeah, yeah, really. I've done I did the Fillmore. Now the Fillmore is small, right? That's not a stadium. That's a iconic venue. I did the Santa Cruz Civic Auditorium. That was huge.
It holds
Um
3,481.
what the Masonic?
Yeah.
No, it's
That
more
is
than
that where we
that.
saw Stephen Wright?
No, that was we saw Stephen Wright
I
at the
because
Warfield. At the Warfield?
I think I saw Cosby here. This is where I saw Cosby do 77.
Well, hold
And
up.
it
No, the
never
Masonic
aired.
is big, dude. The Masonic is bigger than 3,000, bro.
No, I just looked it up.
It's got to
Fool.
be because,
It ain't.
but that means they're seating because they're seating on the floor as well,
So that'd be
right?
less.
They got the no. I'm talking about they have the actual seating, right? And
Yeah, I
then they
see
put
it.
seats
It's
on
right
the
here.
floor. No, because Ali Wong has done it. It's more than 3,000.
Hey, 3,400, Reg.
Okay, all right, well, whatever.
Well, because
But
it's only two levels. Here, I'll show you a picture right now. See,
okay.
like, because the thing is, it's only two levels. You see that? So that's why.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I was thinking about the
I
seats
was
on the
like
floor.
up in
Okay,
this level and with our friend from the Punchline. And that was when Bill Cosby, she goes, "Hey, you want to go see Cosby?" And I was like, "Sure." And she had ticks, you know.
yeah,
So it was before it all came out. And so it was when he did 77, which was on his 77th birthday. It
okay.
was going to be his Netflix special. And he recorded it. And
Oh, and
then
it
like
never came out.
it never came
It
out. Like
never
two
came
weeks
out.
later, everything dropped him. And so yeah, so I saw a special that never was released
Damn, I saw him at the
in Oakland,
no, no,
right?
no, I saw him at the Orpheum in San Francisco. That one was
What
cool.
year?
Now, shucks,
Because
man, I
I
don't
saw him
know.
in Oakland in like I want to say like '06 or '07, and he was awesome. But then when I saw him do the 77 special, you could tell he was a lot older. He
Yeah,
just wasn't the same, honestly.
yeah.
But I
I've seen him.
remember, oh,
Okay.
sorry. I was just gonna
No.
say he had friends there, and I remember the cameras pointed, and his friends were sitting right next to us, and I
Oh,
was like,
cool.
"Oh man, I'm gonna be in the Cosby special."
Slow down. Yeah. I
But
did
it's
actually.
good. It never released. I feel like
Yeah, really. I did. I saw him at in San Francisco. I've seen him a couple times. San Francisco and the Paramount in Oakland. I've seen
that's
Chris
where I
Rock.
saw him. I think we saw him the
Yeah,
same time. There's a lot of comics went and saw him at the Paramount that time when he came out. And I
yeah.
remember he did the thing about his daughter getting married and then just he did something like that at the church when he walked her up. And then he yeah, then he closed, I remember with his dentist bit from himself.
Okay. Um, I don't know if I did see I want to say I ran into other comics there, but I don't know if we were there at the same time. But I've seen him at the Paramount, Bill Cosby. I saw Chris Rock at the Paramount. I saw Jamie Foxx at the Paramount. Actually, Jamie, that show for me, I don't know, man, it kind of changed my opinion of Jamie a little bit. But he has since redeemed himself because he didn't take a L, but he
It
there
was
was
a strong set.
nah, he lost some points with me because it was a strong set. Don't get it twisted. I was doing comedy at the time. I was in the mix, and I, being a student of the craft, in that set, I saw a lot of his influences. So I saw Richard Pryor influences with topics and delivery, right? Content. And then I saw obviously some Eddie Murphy influences. Um, and it was fine, right? Because people were eating it up. But
You
for me,
say
I
he
was
got
kind of like,
original, Reg?
no, I'm not saying he's unoriginal. I mean, for the audience, they were eating it up. But for me, I was kind of like, oh man, that's very similar to Richard
Stand
Pryor's
up,
Africa
idiot.
bit, right?
Ah, interested.
Right.
Interested.
So I was like, okay, whatever. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
I
It's
mean,
all
I
good.
know
But hold on, hold on. Let me get to this part. So The thing that got me was at the end of his show, he was doing this whole thing where it's like, I hear Oakland got a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent in Oakland. I hear y'all got a little bit of everything out here, right? And people are like, yeah. He's like, okay, we got some singers. And people are like, yeah, I can sing. And so he brought people up. He brought up the
Oh, I
piano.
remember this. Doesn't he rip on him?
Well, this is the thing. He brought the pianos out there. He calls people up and he does this thing where he's like, okay, I'm gonna play something and then you can start singing and whatever else, and I'll join in. So the first guy was pretty funny. The first guy, he starts singing and he just belts out. He's just like, Jamie. And Jamie was like, hey, bro, don't sing to me. You got to get out of here. You're right. Like, don't sing to me. It's like, okay. And then there was this other woman, and this is who I felt bad for because she was a heavy set black woman. And she starts singing and she can blow. She can legitimately sing. So everybody in the Paramount is like, oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
right? This whole thing. And then Jamie's like, he's playing. He's like, oh, okay. And he can peep that she can sing. So he starts singing back to her. And this is where he lost me. Um, he's like, oh, okay. And he's doing a thing and she's doing, and he goes, and he's like this at the microphone. He's like, I got cookies, cakes, and ice cream. I got candy. Like he's singing, and it's really well. But unfortunately, he's singing to a heavy set person about snacks and shit.
And what is she saying when she's singing?
Well, she's just there and she's on the spot, man.
I
She's
mean,
on
what is she?
stage.
She's singing though?
She's singing. She's just singing some regular song. Like
I see.
she's singing someone else a cover, right? She's singing someone else's
And
song.
then is he saying this while she's singing or his
Yeah,
own
he's
little?
he's like as she's singing, then he's like coming in, interjecting. And he's
Oh, and
like,
that's what he's throwing in.
yeah. And I was like, damn, man. Now look, you and I as performers, we're okay with being on stage. We're okay
Right.
with being
But
up
if
in
you're gonna
front of
invite
people.
someone up and then roast them for being fat,
And
yeah,
that's you just said it and you just articulated exactly what it was.
yeah,
And so for me, he lost some points because I was like, we don't know what that woman's been going through, right? Like
yeah.
she instead of
That
commenting
was
and
brave for her to even go
complimenting,
up there.
yeah, exactly. So instead of complimenting her and like uplifting her for being phenomenally talented,
Yeah,
right? You instead of supporting that, you decide to, you know, do commentary about her weight in essence.
yeah.
And I was kind of like I was just like, oh man, it was a good set. Like it was a good show. But that ending for me, and
Yeah,
you
I
know me, I'm
really see that because
sensitive.
that shows more of who they are.
Exactly. I was like, God damn it, Jamie.
I mean, I know a
Right?
story about. I mean, I can't share it, ain't my story, but I know a story about him, and to this day, he's not a liked individual.
He's not a liked individual. Oh, even still for you?
I don't know him, but I know the
Yeah.
story. I'll tell you off air. It's a
Okay.
good one.
Okay.
I thought I told you this, but maybe I
No.
didn't. No,
No.
I don't share much because but yeah.
Well,
So
see,
you
that's the
definitely you hear things. It's a small, hey man, it's a small fucking community. And like when I was in Nebraska, I don't even remember what I was talking about who, but I mentioned it to this guy and that guy, and we all had a different story about this person, and we all were like, "Oh yeah, that guy's an asshole."
oh
Like
wow.
it's a small community, and once you work with someone and someone else does it, and as comics, we're very observant. You hang out three,
That's
four
what we
days
do.
with somebody after you've been around, you get a vibe pretty quick.
Yep.
So like, no man, and then you see things. I'm like, oh, that guy was trying to. Oh, that guy was going after every chick at your show too. Like, you find out who are slimy guys. You learn it all, dog. It's a small world, man. If you
Hey
get
man,
around enough,
hold up. And let's take it a step further. You know me personally, right? You know that people have a tendency to get really comfortable with me and they share a lot. Now, I don't know if it's because I share a lot in a certain way, but people will let their guard down and then they'll start saying stuff. And I just sit there and listen, but in my head, I'm like, yo, that's that's messed up, bro. Right? Like it's that thing
yeah,
where
break
people
some of that dirt out so we can get some gossip views, bruh.
right, as you just said, I'm not saying no names. I can't. I'll tell you the story off air, right? Yeah, man, I got tons of
I
stories
mean,
about
there's some,
comics.
but if I experience it, it's better. I don't know. I've never met. I'm trying to think, but we know we got some stories of whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have a couple stories. Man, I got more than a couple. I got I got my fair share of experiences. This is the thing about comics, man, and I love comics, dude. I do. I love comics and I love comedy, but there is something about being a comedian, right? Like there is something that draws us to this art form, be it pain, dysfunction, bullying, intimidation, not fitting in, being awkward, or not, or feeling small, like whatever it is, there's something that pulls us into this. But also with that, we drag some other stuff too, right? Like some, there've been I've had my experiences with a handful of comics where the demons have been way deeper and stronger than anything that I have ever experienced personally. And that's the thing for me is that I've always been kind of vanilla, right? Like I'm not angry enough. I'm not mad enough. I haven't been through enough trauma, right, to be great. I'm good. I was good. There's no question about it. But I feel like the people who are the funniest to some degree, they got the deepest, darkest shit that they're fighting against, and that allows them to go to places that I can't even fathom. And so when you start hearing some stories and people start telling you shit that's that's abnormal and outside of the realm of like acceptable, but they're saying it like it's just commonplace, like it's no big deal,
All
right? And you go, oh, all right, man. Like, okay. So
right.
but yeah, okay, but yeah, we don't have to dish any dirt. But yeah, it's comedians are great, but they're also, man, we got some damage. We damaged goods on some
We do
levels
got
too.
some damage. All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of damage, the Browns of Cleveland are damaged. They two and what are we, 2-8 now? Jesus Christ.
Oh,
That's very
wow.
bad, bro.
Seven more games to go. That's what you should be upset
That's
about.
very bad.
It's like,
Um,
damn, we're 2-8 and we still got seven more games to go. God.
so
So,
yesterday at 2-8, our rookie quarterback had us at the lead, 16-10, and got a concussion and had to go out. So in came our other rookie quarterback, Shedeur Sanders takes over in the second half. Uh,
so
and
your starting QB Dylan Gabriel, whatever his name is.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My nickname for him, the Hawaiian Smurf. He one of the shorter quarterbacks, one of three Hawaiian quarterbacks in the league. Him, Tua, and Marcus Mariota, who was battling Tua yesterday and lost.
Okay.
Um, so anywho, or did he win? I don't
How
even know.
tall is he? What makes him short? How tall is he?
He's like 5'11".
Ooh, a QB?
Yeah.
Damn, he can't even see over the offensive line.
No, and that shit gets knocked down sometimes, dude. I already been through this with Baker. Like now we got to go through it again.
Yeah.
Now Shador. Now here's the thing. So Shador takes over. When we
And
lose the
Shedeur is
game,
six
he
two.
scored 0 points.
Oh, he didn't score at all.
No,
Okay.
and he throws a pick early. He completes 4 passes only. He's like 4 of 16 or something. He's not happy with his performance. Also, though, to be fair, Shador has never practiced with the first string team. And they
Yeah.
set that up. And that's so dumb on the coach that never even, he's the backup quarterback and he's never even played with them.
Yeah, he hasn't taken any snaps with the first team. I did see the commentary on that with the
And I
coach.
will say his last drive, he had a chance to be the hero. It didn't happen. He had one good long completion, but that was the thing. He had a good long completion. Dylan Gabriel does not throw downfield. His average is 5 yards a pass. Only one person is
Oh,
worse in the
wow.
league, and that's Cam Ward of the Titans, and
Okay.
he's like 4.5 a pass. So it's terrible. Okay. Now,
Jeez.
Shador at least could get it down. Now, Shador's problem, and it was his problem in college, and it's a problem why people are like, oh, it's because his dad. Yeah, a little, but also he has some issues at quarterback. He holds the ball way too goddamn long. And
Oh,
in
okay.
college, you could get away with that because in college, he's athletic and yeah, he gets away once in a while. But in the pros, hell no, those dudes are fast as hell. And
Yeah.
he gets sacked, he got corralled, and then also under pressure. And also, to be fair, Dylan Gabriel was in college for 6 years. Shador half that time. So Dylan Gabriel knows, get to his reads really fast, boom, 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 boom. And that's what you got to do. You got to be quick. And when the pressure comes, Shador doesn't have that yet. as fast of a reflex to that. So, boom, they come in, the pocket closes. But also, it's not fair yet in practice with these guys. I would love to see him start next week. I still think in the long term, we've seen pretty much the ceiling with Dylan Gabriel. Shedeur has more athletic ability. Shedeur could throw further downfield. Shedeur
Mhm.
just doesn't have it. He doesn't have it down yet. That's all.
Okay.
Will he ever get it out? Who knows? But
Well,
we'll
okay.
tell.
Let's there's a lot to unpack here. First off, you're 2-8, and the kid hasn't played a snap until the second half of a game where you lost your starting QB. So that's one, right? Two, he's a rookie. Three, he hasn't practiced with the starting
Yeah,
squad.
that doesn't
That's
help.
a bad look, right?
Yeah.
Um, so this idea that he's supposed to come in and be like phenomenal out the gate. Now, had he done exceptionally well, then people are like, see, this is why you should have been playing him. And then if he doesn't do well, then it's like, okay, well, I get it. There's a lot of factors that come into play as to why he was not set up for success. He wasn't. He just wasn't set up for success at all, right? So, and also let's not negate the fact that there were dropped balls. Like
Yeah, our receiving core is not strong. Our
exactly. So
line has got holes. We're on like our third string left tackle, which is like one of the most important positions on the line to protect the quarterback.
okay.
So there's no,
So
I get it,
yeah,
man.
yeah. It's like so
So with
to
all that extra, he has to think even quicker.
well, it's I mean, look, if he has a great offensive line and they're holding the line, then
Right.
he sits in the pocket, then people go, "Oh, it's so great the offensive line." And he's able to pick out which one he wants and he puts the money on the dime. But you got a weak offensive line, the pressure's on, then it's like, okay, is he supposed to just throw it away under pressure or does he stick to what he does? And then I saw he run a little bit, got some yards, right?
Yeah,
I've
I say I want him in. Like, I want him to start next week. Because look, I've seen what Dylan Gabriel could do. Now let's see what Shedeur could do. Give him some time, give him
yeah,
some reps, and let's see. Because what the fuck does it matter? We're 2-8. It
exactly.
doesn't
So
matter. And now
yeah,
we lose to the Jets, and we should have won yesterday, and they just blow it. And like Miles Garrett wasting this man's prime. He got 4 sacks on Lamar yesterday. Four, dude.
wow.
He leads the league right now with 15. He's on pace to break the record. I hope he does. It'd be
Yeah.
amazing. But he's trying, and
Hey,
it's
he's
the defense can only do so much. Like our offense leaves them nothing. Our defense got one of those touchdowns. Like our
oh
defense
wow.
got a pick six. Our defense recovered a fumble on the punt, and we were on like the 5 yard line, and we couldn't put it in with 3 plays, and we had to kick a field goal.
Are you serious?
Dude, our
Oh
offense
damn.
sucks. So
Damn,
no,
that
it ain't all
sucks.
on Shador. I mean, no, but I
Yeah,
do want to see give him the ball now because I seen Dylan Gabriel, saw it next. All right.
yeah. That's all I'm saying.
That's all
Is
I'm saying,
like
you know.
let's give him some grace and give him room to figure it out. And I
Yeah, and I
and I
want
don't
to
just
get
say
it
this,
now, you know.
yeah, and I don't just say this about him. I've been talking to other people about this. I think one of the biggest issues and downfalls for the NFL right now is this lack of willingness to give room to people to grow and develop. Like you just said, coming out of college, it's a different game. The game is faster, the players are bigger, there's
Right.
more plays, there's a lot to learn in a short period of time. But now the way the NFL is designed, dude, it's kind of like it's either you show up day one and be all world, and if you're not, then out with you and on to the next. I feel like they have gone through quarterbacks as if they're like as if there's a high level I mean, there's a huge number of elite quarterbacks that you can literally just be like, well, bad game, get rid, toss him, bad game,
I
toss him,
do feel
bad game,
there,
toss
yeah,
him.
and depending on what situation they fall into, a lot of guys' careers get screwed.
Oh,
And they could
100%.
have if they fallen in a better situation. But you're right. I think all these guys, if people forget, like Mahomes, he spent a whole year on the bench. Aaron Rodgers spent 3 years on the bench behind Favre. Yeah, Mahomes was behind Alex Smith. And then you got yeah, Jordan Love was on the bench for years under Aaron Rodgers. It's
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying. You need, especially at the QB position, there needs to be more time for guys to develop. That's
right,
all it is.
right.
But it's almost like it's microwave food. They want everything to be ready in a minute. But you know what? The problem with the microwave is it destroys all your nutrients. It's not
Yeah,
healthy for you. And if you stand too close to it, it'll give you cancer.
the NFL you
Okay.
can't
So,
because there's multiple guys are the best guy on their college team, and now they're
yeah.
all on the same team, and they're all coming after you. It's a different
Yeah.
game. So, but anyway, I hope give him some more time, give him another thing. I want to see him against the Raiders next week. I mean, that's another thing. Our coach picked Dylan Gabriel over Shedeur, and we've seen what Dylan Gabriel could do. So people calling in for Shedeur, and now it's like it makes him look bad if well I was wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
But
I'll put it like
yeah, I
this.
think Shedeur had his issues, but I still feel like he hadn't been set up properly either. And like I said, I saw what the one guy could do. Now let's see what Shedeur can do.
Okay. And based on Shador, from what I can see of him, he's a competitor. Obviously, his dad was a pro, so he knows how to be a pro, right? He will take this week. He'll go watch film. He'll get some snaps with the first team, and I'm going to go on the line. I think he's going to do better in the next game.
Oh
And
yeah,
if
against the
guys,
Raiders, you'll and if he has a week to prepare, it'll be way better.
yeah, way better. And if guys are catch the damn ball. Now there was a couple that were
Oh, we
over.
had some
There
bad.
was there were some throws that were underthrown or they were too low. That was
Yeah,
one of those that I saw, and there was one that was overthrown, and then there was one hit the dude in the chest
yeah,
and bounced out. I
yeah.
was like,
Through
"Are
his
you
arms,
kidding
I
me?"
know, dude.
Right?
Oh,
And
it's
then
been
there
a
was
bad.
a nice completion downfield, like you said, and then there was a scramble where he gained yards on the
Yeah,
run. So it's like get the reps in, get more time. That's obviously his first time stepping on,
it
an
was exciting. The
active.
fans were happy. It was funny. My cousin was over. We'll be watching football, the Browns lately, and we were dying because it's so Cleveland. Like the only this kid had a sign. It looked like a piece of plywood, and it was like gray, and he just had in spray paint the number 12 in black spray paint, and he's just holding up this plywood, and they kept showing him because it was the only sign of him. And Shador comes in, and this guy it was like 3, 4 commercial shots of him, dude. I was like, this like a celebrity. What this shitty? It's such a Cleveland sign too, like
That's
a
funny.
piece of wood. Put 12.
That's awesome. Hey man, Cleveland is it's a blue collar town. Sounds like,
No, I
right?
love it because sports brings the races together. It's one of the most segregated cities in America, but we all love the Browns and the Cavs and
I know.
and the
I
baseball
hear
team.
that. I've had my fair share of conversations about that in regards to Alabama, where it's
Yeah.
like sports bring the races together. Yeah, but it don't make them happy. It don't make
Nah,
them
it
like
ain't
each other
all, yeah,
anymore.
it ain't real sometimes,
Yeah,
but
it don't heal the wounds.
no,
Um,
you're right.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, way to go, way to go. Hey,
Hey,
is that your daughter? Hey man, watch out. Click clack. Hey.
yo, man, Cavs won a championship. Racism's over.
Yeah, exactly. Like not quite, but uh all right, man. So well, we'll see what happens. Shout out to Shador for getting into the game. He did the best he could. He'll be better next game, and that's what it'll be. Um
Been storming here in LA. Been storming all week, dog.
yeah,
Rainy,
we got high
rain.
winds up
And
here.
oh yeah, it's all
Yeah,
cap.
it's been dumping. It's been
Yeah.
dumping. Um yeah, man. So it's weather's crazy. I've been driving a little bit at work, which is kind of cool. That's a subject for a
Oh,
whole
you've been
nother
driving to
day.
Bible? Oh,
Yeah, just just getting acclimated, man. Trying to it's so interesting to be at this stage of my life and learning something new.
yeah, how's
And
that like?
it's it's interesting, man, because in the classes, because I haven't been in school
Oh yeah,
for a
that could.
long
I don't know if I
time.
could do that.
You could do it. You could do it. You're a smart guy. But I will say that
Let me rephrase it. I don't know if I'd want to do that.
well, I feel like there's definitely some incentive, right?
Yeah.
There's some incentive. But I will say this, going back to school at this age, or going back to classes, it's not school, taking classes, I can see, and being in these classroom with guys who are 20, 26, 24, 26, some people just graduated from college a couple of years ago. So they're not far removed from being in a classroom and having to absorb and then studying and taking notes and doing a whole thing. Um, I'm passing and I've passed, um, but I do feel like it does take a little bit more effort for me, and also just where I am in my life with different things that the obligations that I have, period, in life, right? So, but to be behind the sticks and feeling the momentum and the wind and feeling just how long it takes for something to happen, like to do an action And you know, with a car, if I turn the wheel, then the car turns. Sometimes with a boat, you can turn and it don't go like this. It's
Right.
like
It takes a minute,
it's
dude.
a gradual thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's just learning a new way of processing information.
It was
And
it was
but it's
a
been fun. It's been good.
It's a trip. I one time saw in New Orleans this hotel room and a view of the river, and the boats would be going on the river, and it'd be long boats, and it was kind of interesting because I filmed one uh, in time lapse, and then it was funny watching it sped up, and then you see how they do it. But yeah, it's almost like the longboat. The front turns, and then the back swings around, and then
Yes,
it makes the turn. But it took a
exactly.
90-degree
It
turn. It was a trip.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. So that's been fun. But then like we were talking about the weather. I mean, you get on the water, all of a sudden you
Oh,
got
yeah,
wind,
that's got to be a different level there.
dude. You're trying to go one way and then the wind is actively pushing you. So
And
then,
it's rough waters up there. There ain't
oh
no
dude,
joke up there.
you get
That's
this
one of the
thing going
toughest.
and you're trying to turn and all of a
The
sudden,
Mighty Pacific and the Bay.
oh dude,
Boy,
it
in a
can be crazy,
cold
bro.
November.
Yeah, it
Speaking
can
of
be crazy.
driving, bro, then get this shit. So I'm gonna have to drive across the country in like 2 weeks.
Okay, for what?
I'm gotta go grab my mom. I've decided to buy my mom's car off her dog.
Oh, good. You gotta get you and I talked about this off air.
Right. So now
So,
I gotta go get it. And I'm going out there for shows.
okay.
And then
And you're gonna drive back.
yeah, dude, and I don't know, man. I got that you don't have much time. I'm just gonna have to do this quick. It's just me, man, by myself. It's gonna be I've never done it by myself. I've done it about
You
3 times, but never by myself.
you'll be fine. I know a guy right now who's afraid to fly, right? He doesn't fly. He's a grown ass man and he lives in the Bay. And this MFer, because he didn't want to fly and take trains or anything else, he's going to his daughter's wedding in New Hampshire.
Wow, that's far as fuck.
So he drove across the country by himself.
Now
And
I want to
but he
take
made
them.
stops.
See, that's the thing. I want to do this in like 3 days. I don't want to do this for
Dude,
again.
just make it a
I got
road
the
trip.
time and the money to be spending a whole thing doing this shit.
I
You know
get
what
it, but be smart. I don't need you dying
I
on
mean?
the I don't need you dying on the road
Yeah, maybe
because
we'll
you're in
do
a
an
hurry.
episode from the road. I could like record on the
Exactly.
phone.
Yeah, record on
Be
the phone. That'll be
safe.
great. That'll help keep you awake.
That'll keep me safe. That'll be safe.
There
We could do a whole bunch of episodes though, because I'll be on the road a lot.
you go. So, dude, that's great news that you're going to get the vehicle
Well, I don't know.
because,
The parking here sucks. There's gonna be drama. So this is funny. Last night I
dude,
get
it
woken
will.
up.
Hey, folks, let me just go ahead and say this right now. Sal, it will increase your opportunity and
Well, let's hope,
ability.
because right now it's taken from my wallet. All right, so this week, this is kind of
Okay,
funny. Last night, I didn't even notice this, but it was cold, it's rainy. So usually I just sleep with the window open, let the cat look in the window if she wants. It's been hot, summer, blah, blah, blah. But I
right.
closed the window, but I still have the kitchen window open, the bathroom window open. So I didn't know there was some racket going on. And like I was just like sleeping. And then I hear this girl, I think she must be upstairs or something. And I just hear her yell out the window, "Shut the fuck up." And then I kind of start waking up and I hear and someone has their car just blasting a song, dude. And now there's like a what do you call that under the bridge right here? The
An overpass?
underpass.
Underpass. Okay.
Okay, and it's
Overpass and
funny.
underpass.
I live not far from the underpass here, and it's actually quieter living near the highway in LA than it is living near Sunset Boulevard.
Right.
So it's surprisingly quieter, but sometimes I think cars like to park underneath that bridge just to hang or whatever. And I don't know if it's
Mm.
an Uber driver or what, but this guy was blasting music, like asshole blast. Like it
Oh,
was,
like what time though?
well, that was the thing. I looked over at my phone and it was 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Okay.
And
You
so like I
yeah.
wanted to kind of get up and see what's going on because I have a great view of the corner. So I
Yeah.
have like I could see whatever, but I was really tired. I was just sleeping, listening, and it was still going, but I was so tired it still didn't really bug me as much. But then I heard some guy I don't know if it was a Mexican guy or what. It kind of sounded like this older Mexican guy, like in his middle age. And he walks in and goes, "Hi, hi." And you hear him bam, and it sounds like he hit the hood of the car. And he goes, "Hey, people trying to sleep. Shut that up." He goes, "Get the fuck out of here."
He went up to the guy and he said that. He hit his car and said that to
Yeah.
him.
And then the car kind of drives off. And I hear just someone, then it sounded like, I don't know who, but it sounded like a younger gay guy from another apartment building, I think above me, will yell out of his window, "Thank you."
Nice. The community came together,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
Now, see, this is the difference between that community and a more affluent community, right? See, in that community, people are willing to be confrontational, to go down and hit somebody's car.
Yeah,
Bam!
I mean, I don't blame him. I grabbed my bat. I would have grabbed my bat and went out
You
there.
better grab something. You better grab a bat, a piece,
Yeah, who
and
knows? He's
three
got a
people,
gun. Yeah.
right? Like it. But in a more affluent community, that same thing happens, and they go, "This is ridiculous." Burp, burp, burp. Yes, there's a disturbance. Someone's out here disturbing the peace at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
Can you
but no
please send
cops
a
would be coming out here. That's a problem. What would you do?
what?
So let me ask you, what would you do in your hood?
Oh, I'm calling the police. I am the call the police guy. Like I'm like
Even really? Yeah.
oh, dude,
Okay.
I'm the call the police dude. Like if there's some nonsense going on, and the way my phone got 100 times zoom, 150 zoom, I can see a fly on somebody's license plate. I will zoom in. I'll be like, yeah, there's a car. It's a make and model. It's a Honda Accord license plate.
Yeah,
Blah
but
blah
that's the
blah
thing. You
blah.
could call, they ain't coming, and the music's gonna still be playing. So what are you gonna
Hey
do?
man, they
That's
come.
LA. LA, man. When I
They-
first moved here, and they used to have parties and shit in the AutoZone
yeah.
parking lot, and I'd be like, "Who the hell you call?" There's a special number you could call for noise complaints, and no one comes
Oh,
ever.
it's probably the non-emergency number.
Yeah, and they never come. So
That
you could
sucks.
lie. You could swat them. You could be like, "Oh, dude, they got guns and drugs." You see,
Oh
someone
boy.
swatted the guy for Indiana because he wasn't for gerrymandering, and Trump yelled at him and called him out and whatever. So then that night or that weekend, he got a swatting call.
No way.
Yeah, and the cops came. Yeah, man, it's ghetto, man. It's gangster bullshit, fucking
Wow, that's
fucked
wild.
up style that Trump puts out there, man.
Dude, that's crazy.
Disgusting.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, for anybody who watching and listening, because and I'm just gonna my disclaimer is this. If my mom was still alive, or my grandmother was still alive, or any marginalized group or underrepresented group or children or whatever the case may be, and people are doing dumb shit in the neighborhood, gun toting, snatching purses, creating a an unsafe environment, if I see something, I say something. Like,
So you'll say
like,
something to them.
no, I won't say something to them because I ain't crazy. Because you
Well,
got to remember,
if
well,
the
no, no,
cops ain't gonna show up, what are you
the
gonna do?
cops show, dude, the cops have shown up.
Well, what if they're
I
not?
have
Not
given,
here. So tell me what to
okay,
do. I got no A team. That's
hey,
why the
look,
A team
man,
started in LA
I'm telling
because
you,
the cops couldn't help.
okay, so it's two things. It's two things. Either you're gonna be bad enough, you willing to take a life, or you willing to give up your life. That's
It's
what you
not
got to
life.
ask.
I just want you to quiet your car radio down.
So if you go out to somebody's car at 2 a.m., who obviously don't give a shit about what's happening in the world, and you slam on their hood and you tell them to shut up, and they put a bullet in your ass, I hope that that noise was enough that you was willing to potentially die over it. Because I'm telling you right now, for me, it's not.
It
Now,
worked though. I was very grateful to this man.
exactly. And if he would have got it, if he would have got a hot one, if he would have caught a hot one, you'd be like, oh shit, better not do that again. You'd be like, hey, 2 a.m. they playing music. Hey, you better put on some earmuffs,
And I
put in
could
some
swear,
earplugs.
and I could swear, and I think it was the same car because, like, literally, like 5 minutes later, it was a little more faint, so it didn't sound like it was posting up, and if maybe it was like driving by.
Yeah,
But there was that song, "I don't care, I love it, I don't care," and I could,
really.
yeah, and I could,
Oh, he was trolling. He
and
was
I was
trolling.
like, yeah,
He
exactly, dude. I'm
and
like,
okay. So what happened was he got punked and he drove off. And as he was driving off, he was like, "Man, fuck that old man. Gonna make me do a thing. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna ride back around.
oh,
I'm gonna find the right
I'm gonna put
song.
this Charlie
I'm gonna put
XCX
this
truck.
track
I'm
in.
gonna really show him.
I don't care.
I
I
love it.
don't care. I love it." It's like this is what we dealing with. So what I'm
This is
saying is,
America, baby.
Hey, dude, I saw a lady get her purse snatched one day. I'm driving and
What
I'm
is
looking
this?
across the
A
street.
Charles Bronson movie?
Yo, it's crazy, right? So I see as it's happening and I pull over and I watch the whole thing take place. It was an older Asian woman standing at the bus stop. This young kid or young person walks up, younger person walks up. He's in a tug of war with her and her
Wait, what
purse.
race is the kid?
He's African American.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a black dude. Um, he walks up, he grabs the purse. She doesn't let go. They get into a tug of war. He finally, oh, he pulls it away from her. She falls down. He runs. I pulled over and stopped. I watched the whole thing. He runs up the hill from her, ducks behind a house, behind an apartment building, and I'm sitting there watching. He jumps this fence, right? Jumps this fence, goes behind this apartment building. She's standing over here to the corner. He then runs back down between two buildings. She's standing over here. He runs up the street, goes behind this building, comes back down between two buildings, and goes into a doorway facing the same street that he just took the purse from. So imagine two buildings, a
yeah, he
lady
lived in
standing
one of them.
here, he comes out of this one, comes over here, does a thing, runs up the street, hides behind this building, comes back down between the two buildings. A guy who's standing outside watching opens the door for him. He ducks into the building, and she's still standing there like, ah. And I watched the whole thing take place, and I was like, beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I just watched a purse snatch happening. The street is Park Boulevard. At this cross street,
Wow.
I saw the lady is still there as an Asian woman. I say the male was a tall, slender black male. Looked like he might have been 185 pounds, 175 pounds, about anywhere between 5'11" and 6 feet, or between 5'10" and 6 feet. He had on black pants and a black hoodie. He went into apartment building blah blah blah, yellow building.
So what happened? You have to stay and talk to the cops or no?
Nah, I couldn't because I had to go to work. I was like, it was a yellow building, and there was a lookout who this whole thing. I gave him all the information, and I had to leave. And they were like, okay, we'll send somebody out right now. I guess they went there, they talked to the lady or whatever, and they went to the building. They went to the building and looked for the suspect, but he had already left. He went inside, I'm sure, took stuff, whatever he needed,
Oh
and threw the
damn.
purse. And then they came back later and interviewed me and said, "Hey, would you be willing to try to pick the person out of the lineup if you could?" I go, "Unfortunately, I couldn't see his face. I could see his body, but he had his face covered."
You still want
Right.
to do the lineup?
I wouldn't have been able to pick him out based on his appearance.
Mm.
And now, look, if he's wearing the same clothes, I go, "Okay, well, yeah, this is what he was wearing." But they can put all people, they can put everybody in a black hoodie and some black skinny jeans with some black Jordans on,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so I wouldn't be able to pick him out. I
No,
said I wouldn't.
that's fair. It's honest.
But this is the cool part, not the cool part, but the officer, he goes, your recollection and the detail that you gave as a witness was pretty phenomenal. He's like, it's usually people have a hard time with all that information. Like, what do you do? I said, well, I work in an industry where I have been watching people for years. Like that's my
Right,
job to
right.
assess troublemakers and to assess people. And I'm watching personalities and I'm watching how they interact with each other. Like I'm constantly looking for the person that could be a potential threat to themselves and to others. So anybody who comes on by themselves, talking to themselves or a
Man.
little neat, like energetically,
Oh,
dude,
I
okay,
do.
hold
I
up.
see those guys in LA now. I just go,
Yeah.
like
Well, my
I
job
like
is
you might have known that this person I don't trust. Something's about to go down.
exactly. You got to feel. So then based on my job, like my job is to assess danger and protect the others,
Yeah,
right? So if I see something that's too crazy off the top, I'll stop you before you even get on. Yo, man, I'm sorry,
yeah. That's
right?
how I think they should do with these trains down here. I showed you last week with the guy in the meth bumping into people and shit. It's like,
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah. But see, the problem is that there've been plenty of people who've gotten on just like that and didn't do
Right,
anything, right?
right.
I had a guy one time, and I'm telling you right now, this dude, he had, first off, he had a problem with authority. I could tell off the bat, right?
Hey, nothing wrong with that, Rich.
You're right. And we're on the boat. We're underway. He's sitting there with his lady. They brought their own food, which is fine. And he has his phone out and he's playing music, right? He's playing his own personal music, like he's at a picnic outside or some shit, right?
Yeah, like this is the bus.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. Like this is the bus. And so the music is disruptive to other people around because they're trying to hear the narration. Like it's a whole thing. And so I go up to him as the lead, right? On my crew, I was the lead. There's a captain, there's the lead, then there's the second mate and the third mate, right? So I go up to this person, young black dude, and I go, and I'm trying to be discreet about it. I go, hey, excuse me. I said, hey man, can you turn the music down a little bit? You know, because I'm not saying you got to turn it off, but just turn it down.
You didn't open with, "Hey, young blood." Isn't that better, young blood?
Hey, if I say young blood, I can't just say, hey, young blood. I got to say it with an act. Hey, young blood. Hey, let me holler at you, youngster, youngin.
I think
Right?
I said that to I was playing video games with my buddies at a PS5 last year,
Yeah.
and it was some young black kid. Like I didn't even know he was on there. I didn't know they could record you when you first
Right.
they do it through the controller now. I'm like, oh, this dude sucks. This sucks. And I'm just saying shit, like talking to
Yeah.
my buddy. And then he talked back and he goes, "Hey, yeah, you fucking suck. Yeah, you talk your shit now." And I was like, "What?" And he kept going off. And then I'd go off on him, but just keeping
Yeah.
it funny, and like,
Yeah.
but then there was an earned respect by the end because of us playing, and we were just getting laughs on each other. And then at the end, I was like, "All right, well, good luck out there, young blood."
That's funny. He's like, what does that mean, young blood? Well, this guy, this was not a pleasant exchange because I was trying to be polite about it, right? And discreet. And I was just like, hey man, can you please turn the music down? You know, and he goes, what? It's too loud. And I go, yeah, it could be a little disruptive to other people because they're trying to listen to the narration. I'm like, yo, you ain't got to turn it off, but just, just turn it down where it's just here. And he's like, all right, man, I got it. Right? And I go, okay. And he goes, all right, man. He goes, all right, you can go. You talking over my girl food now. You talking over my girl food, right?
Oh, you
I
talking
go,
over her food, Reg?
I was not talking over her food, but I'm telling you right now, the way this dude was acting, I was like, you got a gun.
Yeah, you're like, I'm too big for anyone to ever talk to me like this.
No, I look, I don't think that, right? That's what other people think, right? That's what you
Yeah.
think. For me, as a young black person or as a black person in America, I am fully aware that people are quick to use their guns against people who look like me. So I'm always conscious of that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
And
guess they could bring guns on them.
it,
They don't, no one knows.
exactly, especially if they're hidden. And I'm telling you right now, as one guy that I know personally said to me one day when he and I had a little exchange, he said, and I quote, I bet them muscles don't stop bullets. You know what I'm saying? I bet the muscle don't stop bullets. That's what
I
he
mean,
said.
Chris Rock had that joke. He goes, he's like, having a gun means I don't have to work out.
Exactly. Exactly. So this dude had an energy about him that I was like, okay, right. I was like, all right. And I could tell that if I would have stayed and if I had been offended by him, it would have escalated. He wasn't gonna back
Yeah,
down.
he wanted it to
Yeah,
escalate.
he was looking for it to escalate. And then when I walked off, I said, okay, man, hey, I'm just asking to turn it down, right? Like, thank you. And he goes, okay, that's what I thought. Right. He goes, that's what I thought. Right. No, he didn't say that. No, he didn't say it at that point. He goes, all right. And I walk off, right? At the end, when he gets off, I made sure that I was downstairs, right? When he walks off, he walks past me, he eyeballs me on some right? Like, what's up? And then as he was walking away, then he goes, that's what I thought, right?
I
And
mean,
I
like,
was
yo, man, headphones, ain't that expensive? They give them away on air flights.
But I'm gonna tell you right now,
Airplanes.
when he said that, when he hit me with that, that's what I thought part at the end, dude, that part of my ego, that part of my id,
You want to fight
that
them?
masculine male alpha, whatever it is in me, was kind of like, what you thought, motherfucker? What you want? Like, we can do
I just
this.
like laugh at them. It'd be hard for you not to laugh.
Yeah, it's just, but then I realized, I go, that dude, it wasn't even about me. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
encounter
just
these
it's
people that it's
crazy. No,
like,
that's crazy. So you gotta be. It's true. You gotta be selective with your street justice.
that's all
But
I'm
all right,
saying.
man.
So when you
I
go out and you
appreciated that
start,
man last night telling
I
him to
know, but when
shut
you
the
go out and you
fuck,
start hitting
get the
people's
fuck
car,
out of here.
dude, you start hitting people's cars, especially the way people feel about their car. Boom.
I had a car. When I tell you one time. I was walking the little kid to school, going to kindergarten, or no,
Okay.
walking home, and it was right there near the school, and there's a crosswalk, and this car just comes into the crosswalk. He wasn't seeing, looking, just looking to make a right turn, came in and almost hit us, and I came down, yeah, hit that hood. I was
Yeah.
like, hey. watch where you're going. He goes, hey, don't hit my car. I go, hey, watch where the fuck you going, motherfucker.
Whoa. You should
I
have
didn't say
said, don't
motherfucker. I
hit
go,
my
watch where the
kid.
fuck you're going. You almost
Yeah.
hit us. Yeah, I'm with a kid. You can't win. You lose,
Yeah.
buddy.
And
You
you
came
and we're
into a crosswalk where we're
in the
get the fuck out of here.
exactly.
You
Um,
lucky. That's all I did to your car.
exactly. Now in that situation, 100% justified. Someone almost hit you, you were the kid. Yeah, you got to hit the car.
And I didn't even look who it was. It was
Yeah.
just a reaction because you had to get the reactions to make the car stop.
Yeah.
I told you another time. One time, this guy was taking. It was a crappy car at the light. That's another one. Crappy cars. Be careful. And he's
Yeah.
at the light, and I'm like, "Come on!" And I'm very impatient. I blow the horn, and it was like rain. And I just remember, I blew the horn, and this dude, like, opened his door because obviously his window was broken to flick me off. And it was like a
He's
black
like,
dude too, and I
God.
got a little scared. Like
He's
black
like,
dude in a
God.
ghetto car, so
Oh,
angry that he'd open the door and flick me off. I was like, "You don't want to fuck with that guy. You don't want to fuck with that dude.
yeah, because he
That's
obviously
dedication."
ain't he obviously ain't got nothing to lose. And that's the
No,
thing. That's the
no.
thing. When you got somebody who got nothing to lose, that's not a risk you want to take.
I told
Like,
you when I was on Treasure Island, I blew that kiss at that guy at the stop sign because we both got off. I did I tell you that? Yeah, we're at Treasure
I,
Island,
I
and like,
faintly remember that, yeah.
yeah, you could go around, and I went around because he was taking too long. So I went this route, and he went this route, and we meet at the stop sign at the same time. I got there a little before, and then I went, and he got all mad, and I blew a kiss at him, and he started blowing the horn, and he called me the F word, he called me faggot, and then he follows me up onto the highway,
Yeah.
onto the Bay Bridge, and he's chasing me on the Bay Bridge, yelling at me, and I'm just like.
Hey, how
But
you
that's
doing?
stupid because Treasure Island's small, dude. And he living out there, you can just see that car that I bring, that rental, and come and fuck it up.
That's true. That's true. That's why you got to be careful.
Yeah.
You got to be careful, man. People are nuts.
All right,
It's
Reg.
like
Wrap us up.
what are you willing to sacrifice
I know. You
for?
just gotta, yeah, it's tough though, man, because people get on your fucking nerves, man.
Yeah, you just gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. All right, well, let's wrap it up.
All right, I'll
Um,
try and get us a farmer next week. Farmer
okay.
Joel.
All right. Today's been fun, man. I like this.
Yeah, don't
You
forget
know,
Jokes at Jay's this week, this Thursday. Hopefully it goes well.
Jokes at Jay's, where you get to see Sal Kalani and headliner Joey Bragg.
Joey Bragg.
Joey Bragg coming
Yeah.
through in the mix. I
Yeah,
saw
he's a
he
good
was at
dude.
Roosters recently,
Yeah, yeah, he was
up in
there
Sunnyvale.
the night after me. I didn't know he was there. The other kid I knew, Scott Samuels, he does I've seen him at Mike's down here in LA.
Okay.
And I know Joey was in on the show with them. And yeah, they were there the next day. I didn't know that.
Really? Oh man, if I'd
Yeah.
known, I would have gone. Because I mean,
Yeah.
that's for Joey. That's kind of like coming back home, right? Like,
Yeah,
at
that's
least in
kind
the
of where he
South Bay.
grew up was South Bay.
Yeah. So,
So,
but
all right,
okay.
Reggie.
So, Jokes at Jay's. Go check out Sal November
This Thursday,
20th,
Thursday the 20th,
Thursday the 20th at what time?
9 p.m., baby.
9 p.m. All right, go check them out. All right. With that being said, today was pretty short and sweet. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. We always get to share some story about some crazy situation. If you find yourself in the mix with somebody, keep your pride, swallow your pride, and use your brain. Don't let your ego get you caught up. Don't let your ego
People
write a
try to
check.
sleep around here.
Exactly. Do not let your
I
ego
don't
write a check
care.
that your ass can't cash. Okay. So take a deep breath and walk away. With that being said, that's Sal Kalani. I'm Reggie Steele, and this is Spitballing. Peace.